And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the New York Mets and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Tim Wakefield, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping in, number 15. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Number 12 shading to his right. 1 down. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Next for the Mets, Jeff McKnight. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Next up for New York, Dave Madison. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. McKnight stands at first with 1 out. Popped him up. Number 6 is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out.
Batting 4th, center fielder, Howard Johnson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Howard Johnson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Mets strand 1. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Number 18 will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Digging in, Alex Cole. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
You don't really expect a leadoff hitter, especially a rookie, to hit for power, but he blasts this thing. And when he rounds first, he's thinking triple all the way. And those young legs helped him get there, too.
So coming to the plate, Jose Lind. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. There's ball 4.
Batting third, left fielder, Barry Bonds.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Barry Bonds. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Runners are at first and third with none out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Struck him out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run. And that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. There's a line drive, base hit to left field. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Jay Bell. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play. And I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck or maybe he just lost the grip. But the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Stepping in, number 6. And he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. They get the force at the plate. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Another look as they go home to first to get out of a tight spot. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Standing in, Bobby Bonilla, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. The next 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. King has room in foul territory. 1 away.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Eddie Murray, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. The 1-1 home. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Wakefield has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Count still at 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Hot shot to third. And there's out number 2.
Batting 7, left fielder, Darryl Boston.
So striding in, Darryl Boston. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Up next for the Buccos, Jeff King, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 2-2 one more time. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. King is retired, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And fellas, one thing I want you to focus on is the fact that this team flat plays D. They lead the National League with the fewest errors. Can't tell you what that means to a pitching staff. You will see this team bear down on the defensive side of the ball and make some great plays in this one.
Digging in, number 12. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. Now the 2-1. Pulled softly out toward right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Standing in now, Tim Wakefield, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The right fielder, number 5, Alex Cole.
Digging in for his second at bat, Alex Cole, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Two out here and a runner at second. Outside, 2-1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 2-1 home. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Ground ball, foul down the left side.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Digging in, Todd Hundley. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Van Slyke going back on it to the track, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Stepping in now, number 18. Now a bunt attempt here. King is there, and you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Into the box now, number 15. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Number 6 into foul territory, and foul. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Van Slyke. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeff McKnight. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. The 1-2. And he pops it up. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Dave Madison. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Riding in once again, Jose Lind. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Soft liner towards short. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Ready for another chance, Barry Bonds. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box, Andy Van Slyke. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Standing in, Howard Johnson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Mets.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Into the box now, Bobby Bonilla. He flew out in his last at bat. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
The first baseman, number 34.
Coming to the plate now, Eddie Murray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Number 12 moving to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Now at the plate, Jay Bell. The 3-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Bonilla is after it. And he makes the catch in the corner.
Really nice play right there. One of the things that was great about this, he was able to get close to the stands, get a good read on where the fans were, and track that one all the way into the glove. Terrific play on a ball that was definitely going to be out of play.
Into the box, number 6. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. The next 3-2. In the air now, out to left. Boston is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see a 7-mile-an-hour differential there from one to the other. Now at the plate, Jeff King. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Pirates. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Popped up. McKnight will put this one away, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. So digging in now, Daryl Boston. Softly hit toward the hole. He's got it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The catcher, number 9, Todd Hundley.
So striding forward now, Todd Hundley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now the payoff pitch home. Ground ball left side. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 18.
Now to the plate, number 18. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. On the ground to 3rd. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Coming to the plate now, number 12, a base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
The pitcher, Tim Wakefield, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Alex Cole. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. One out and a runner on second base. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Missed with a slider. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Jose Lind. 1-2 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 2-2. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Now another 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, Hundley. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 15. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 3-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jeff McKnight.
Digging in once again, Jeff McKnight. He singled his last time up. 1 out, nobody on. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Standing in now, Dave Madison. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Stepping into the box, Barry Bonds. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, Andy Van Slyke. And it's fouled away. Another payoff pitch. Fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Ready once again, Jay Bell. 1-1, here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
The 1-2. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, all square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Digging in the switch hitter, Howard Johnson. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Van Slyke is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, right fielder, Bobby Bonilla.
Ready now, Bobby Bonilla, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The 3-1 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing at Jim. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Into the box now, Eddie Murray. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The knuckleball just misses the inside corner.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Sent on the ground out to second. Lind gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Darrell Boston.
At the plate, Daryl Boston. Now the 2-1 is taken high above the zone. The 3-1. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Stepping up to the plate, Todd Hundley. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Number 16 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 16.
Stepping in now, number 18. And that misses, 2-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Boston at third. Hundley at second with 2 gone. The 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 2-1 New York. Now batting, number 6. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now another 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. They'll throw down to first, 1 away.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but That was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run. So that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Into the box, Jeff King. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Boston giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 12.
In now, number 12. It was a walk in his last trip. This one's flared out toward left. Boston moving in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Kirk Gibson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Kirk Gibson.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Mets bullpen able to stem the tide. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Paul Wagner from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Paul Wagner.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 15. He's got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point. The 3-2 pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Cole is going to get there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 5, Jeff McKnight.
At the plate, Jeff McKnight. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Wagner, a right-hander standing 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In now, Dave Madison. Down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lind ranging into shallow right, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The Mets lead this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Jose Lind, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The 1-1. Swing and a looper to left. Number 15 into shallow left, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Lind gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again, he'll snap one over to first. Runner back safely. Into the box now, Barry Bonds, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1 home. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Andy Van Slyke. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. Runners on first with one down. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll be back in standing up. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
One out, one on in a one-run game. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Another try at 2-2. Popped him up. Hundley has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, James
Barry Jones enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning.
number 46. Aaron Judge.
At the plate, Jay Bell. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Boston looks up. Gone! And that two-run home run delivers an eighth-inning lead. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. As they've taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
Yeah, that was solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there, looking for the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Got on the bump, just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
Stepping in now, number 6. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Stepping into the box, Jeff King. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. And Pittsburgh's taking a 3-2 lead. The Steel City at night. Seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. And Clint Hurdle's out to have a conference at home plate, so it appears we'll see a double switch here. Number 51 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 51. Now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot, number 30.
Striding in to start the 9th, Howard Johnson. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season. And he's blown several saves up to this point.
3-1 to him now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Bullet back up the middle. Van Slyke is right there, one down.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Into the box, Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. Solo shot to right center, and just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
In now, Eddie Murray. Full count now, 3-2. One out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Striding into the box, Darrell Boston is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. One and two. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Todd Hundley. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Home half of the 9th coming up. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Striding in, number 12. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Smoke toward third. Madison takes it in. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Now time is called and we'll have a pinch runner at first. And that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Digging in now, number 30. The winning run is at first base. And he'll try and get that winning run into scoring position as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
Alex Cole.
Digging in to try it again, Alex Cole, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Jose Lind. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Now a swing and a fly ball. Bonilla is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Boyd McClendon is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 19, Lloyd.
Vince Coleman is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames. Popped him up. Bell in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Standing in now, number 15. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit on the ground to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McKnight.
Settling in now, Jeff McKnight, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Two out, nobody on. The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 3-3. Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 47.
Now at the plate, Barry Bonds. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Stepping in now, Andy Van Slyke. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Jay Bell will stand in again as we take you back now to the 8th inning, and this was a big one. The 2-run shot that helped get us to where we are now. Bounce to first. Scooped up on the backhand. Back to first. It's a double play, and we've got more baseball coming our way as the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Danny Cox takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 35, Danny Cox.
So stepping in, Dave Madison, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. The 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. A little roller toward the hole. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, center fielder, Howard Johnson.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Howard Johnson. The 1-1 home. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, right fielder, Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla will stride in one more time, looking for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run as you see what got us to where we are now. A big 9th inning shot that helped propel us into extra innings. The 2-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied at 3-3. Stepping up now, number 6. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now the 3-2 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a leadoff double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Number 10 will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. A possible winning run on second. No one out. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Now in the box, Lloyd McClendon. The winning run at second. However, the double play in order here. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, number 30.
Into the box now, number 30. He's got a chance to win it here, but with a couple of bases open, they might think about working around him. Now the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. On to inning number 12 we go. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Bob Patterson gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
38, Bob Patterson.
Eddie Murray will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 2-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he struck him out. Programming note to pass along here. Due to the length of our ball game tonight, the Jody Kelsey show will not be seen this evening, so that we can bring you the conclusion of this ball game. Doggone. So coming to the plate, Darryl Boston. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. To 2-2 now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Van Slyke moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 9, Todd Hundley.
Now at the plate, Todd Hundley. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. Lim is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Cole. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. The 2-2 one more time. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Stepping in, Jose Lind, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Now the 0-2 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Ready for another shot now. Barry Bonds. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Hot shot down the line. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And a relay home, and they're going to walk off as winners here in 12 innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Bob Patterson gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final